Again with the daddy obsession. And now you're asking me, who's my daddy? LMFAO. Who's your daddy, fat man? My daddy is Tom Powell. I thought my screen name gave it away since my name is Tom Powell Jr. I thought that would be self evident that my dad's name is Tom Powell. Technically, legally speaking, his name is Tommy, Tommy, Lee, Lee, Powell. Tommy Lee Powell. My legal name is Tommy Lee Powell Jr., and my son's legal name is Tommy Lee Powell III. But since you asked, this is my daddy. That's my dad. That's Tom Powell Sr. That's my daughter, who is now 20 years old, Lily, sitting on his lap on his front porch in Berwyn, Illinois, back when he lived in Berwyn, Illinois with my stepmother, Josephine. But that's my dad right there, Tom Powell. This is me sitting on my father's lap, obviously at Christmas time, and obviously sometime in the 1970s. Given my age, you can guess as to what year it might be. I was born in 72, so everybody's welcome to take a guess. I don't know what year this was, but that's me and my daddy. This is my daughter Magnolia, my daughter Lily, and my son Tommy with my father on his birthday, July 4th, the last birthday he ever got to experience, as this was taken in the hospice center. It was the last day that any of them actually saw him, because by the next day he was unresponsive, and 4 days later he would be gone. That's my daddy right there. That's my son, who's now 13 and 5'8", hugging his grandfather when my dad was at the nursing home for a little bit of rehabilitation. My dad was fond of telling you were number one. Here's a way back picture. This is my dad in high school and his only brother, my uncle Jake, when they were both in high school. This is obviously eons ago. And yes, I am aware that my father looked like Ricky from Better Off Dead. My dad was a race car driver, a dragster. These were some of his cars back in the day. If you know anything about cars, you're going to immediately pick up on the fact that the old man was a Dodge man for sure. But these are some of his race cars from back in the day. I took my first steps at US 30. I grew up at drag strips all across the Midwest. This was my life for the first several years of it. Here you're going to see several gentlemen from my past. Let me highlight some. My father is bottom row, far right. This is at my Uncle Jake's wedding. This is my Uncle Jake here. This is my grandfather right here, the patriarch of my father's side of the family. This is my Uncle Merle from Evansville. So these are the good old boys from the drag racing days from southern Indiana. That's my old man, bottom right, giving you the thumbs up. Later in life, he had a lot of medical problems and was in and out of hospitals, but that's my dad. And he was an incredibly flawed human being with a shit ton of bad takes. But he was still my dad. So I thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak about him.